Street919FM.com. News from the street, 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 p.m. news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. In the headlines, ignore fake news on social media. Police Commissioner pleads. No buffet style supermarkets to sell pre-packed cooked food only. Rainfall affects WASA's facilities in parts of North and Northeast Trinidad, and internationally, Germany rejects U.S.-backed proposal to waive vaccine patents. And now the news in detail. Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is advising the public to ignore inaccurate social media posts, which can cause unnecessary panic among the citizens. The warning comes as Griffith noted instances of so-called anonymous security sources which have shared inaccurate information on social media via WhatsApp and in videos. In the latest incident, a man who claimed to be an insider within the Ministry of National Security posted audio within the past 24 hours saying he came out of a meeting at the Ministry of National Security and the Telecommunications Department and that the COVID situation was very bad. The unverifiable source even advised people to panic buy. Griffith confirmed there was no such meeting. The police commissioner further advised the public to only accept information on the COVID-19 pandemic from official sources such as the Ministry of Health and bulletins from the TTPS. In other news, the sale of prepackaged cooked food at supermarkets is allowed as long as the public health guidelines are adhered to. The assurance comes from President of the Supermarket Association of Trinidad and Tobago, Rajiv Dipti, following correspondence from Police Commissioner Gary Griffith clarifying the sale of cooked food at supermarkets. Confusion set in after police earlier this week shut down the sale of food at a Barataria grocery, causing members of the public to question whether the sale of meals at these establishments was prohibited as restaurants remain closed. To this, Dipti said the commissioner has advised that the preparation and sale of food is limited to pre-packaged food but out for sale only. He said the preparation and sale of food will continue at stores once they continue to follow the regulations to ensure compliance. A recent bout of rainfall experienced nationwide had affected some facilities operated by WASA. The company said that rainfall, which occurred on May 4th and 5th, resulted in an interruption in the operation at several of its water treatment plants in North Trinidad due to turbid river conditions and clogged intakes. While some facilities have been restarted, some have not. The affected facilities are expected to return to service when conditions normalize at the various locations. In view of this, customers are advised to manage their water use efficiently, as it may take up to 24 hours thereafter for the restoration of their scheduled pipe-borne water supply. Internationally, Germany has voiced opposition to a U.S.-backed proposal to waive patents on COVID-19 vaccines, saying they were not hindering productions of the jabs. Its government said the protection of intellectual property is a source of innovation and must remain so. The European Union earlier said it was ready to talk about the proposal, and some states gave it their full backing. Supporters of the plan say it will allow more manufacturers to produce the life-saving vaccines. They argue that this will increase access to jabs in poorer countries. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. Recapping the headlines, ignore fake news on social media. Police Commissioner pleads. No buffet style supermarkets to sell pre-packaged cooked food only. Rainfall affects WASA's facilities in parts of North and Northeast Trinidad, and internationally, Germany rejects U.S.-backed proposal to waive vaccine patents. Stay tuned to the Street 919 FM. Aisha Wells, she's up next. My name is Vanessa. Good day.